Well, hello, friends. Welcome back for more Final Fantasy XI. Ragecat is off on some adventures of her own, while Mrpierso continues to finish his Bastok Nation missions. So we're at the Chocobo Stables in Upper Juneau. My lovely fiance, whom Ragecat is based off of, is co-commenting with me once again. Thanks for joining us again, Rita.
We're back at the stables. Are we going to finally get our own Chocobo, Dustin?
You've been bringing that up a lot, saying that you want to see
A lot.
Well, yeah, and I kept wanting to do it because I never did that back in the old days. So this is going to be really unique because this is going to be brand new for both of us. But the biggest thing was I just didn't know where we were going to fit it into the series. And with Ragecat basically killing time while Mrpierso finishes his nation missions, I figure why not get it started now?
Who do we talk to?
Well, that's the funny thing. We've technically already started the process for getting our first Chocobo Egg. Yes. So back way the hell back in episode 29, before Ragecat had even come into the series, when we were doing the Chocobo Wounds quest to where you have to care for a sick Chocobo here to get your Chocobo riding license, and then right after, subsequently, you can get your mount riding license as well too, or the mount whistle. Well, prior to that, when we talked to Brutus here, we actually flagged a quest called Chocobo on the Loose, where we let a Chocobo loose like an irresponsible asshole, and it ran off to parts unknown. So we've had that quest flagged for a long time and just never did anything with it. So now we're going to go ahead and actually acknowledge that that quest exists and get it done.
So possibly a year or more later, either in real or in game time, however you look at it. Oh, yeah, we let a domesticated animal loose in the wild. Shit, we should probably go check on that. Here, boy.
It's like, I think I found one of its toenails, and, like, this looks like a bone. Yeah, I really should have gotten on this a little faster. This was not a priority.
We are not with the Fish and Game Association, okay?
Nope. The Chocobo that escaped probably headed for Theine. Good luck finding him. My gosh, Brutus, that is better directions than what we usually get in FF11.
Good luck. It's been a couple years, you jackass.
You still haven't gone looking for my Chocobo that you let out? Well, technically, Mrpierso let him out.
Yeah, I have nothing to do with this. I'm just an innocent cat girl.
I mean, to be fair, Ragecat, I almost said Cage Cat. Ragecat actually let it out too. It just never made it to camera. This is exciting. Like I said, because normally when I'm showing you something and with you getting more involved, which I'm really excited about you getting more involved in the series, babe. That's really cool.
Yeah, you can only play with your fake girlfriend so much before the real one really ought to show up.
Yeah, she's not much for conversation. So, we talked to Brutus. We flagged this because we had to for the Chocobo license, Chocobo Wounds quest. It apparently takes 4 real-life months for the entire Chocobo raising process.
What?
Yeah. But I think that's just like checking back periodically and stuff. We'll get this particular quest done, but it just means that with the Chocobo raising thing, we just come back and revisit every now and then. It'll just pop up periodically. It'll just be another bit of content to pop up in the series.
I know that you pop in like maybe every day, like 5-10 minutes, just to check auction houses and gobby bags and stuff. So for you, as long as the time to teleport all the way over to wherever this Chocobo raising thing takes place shouldn't be too bad.
Oh yeah, I could get on and do that. I mean, it's funny because I know we slowed down doing videos a bit earlier in the year just because with the hiatus and everything and the recorder corruption we had around like episode 80, 81. And another one of the episodes, I don't remember the episode number offhand, but like we do put videos up pretty frequently, I feel. I try to anyway. And it must look like I do nothing but play this game all the time. And I will admit, I have my days where it's like, wow, like 5 hours have blown by and holy shit. Yay, adventure. But then there are times where it's like, oh, I haven't played FF11 in Like there was one time I had somebody there, they were like, I think we were still back in like the 70s for episodes, and they're like, oh man, you must play this game all the time. But back then I had so much footage, like a huge backlog of footage already edited. I still have a huge backlog of footage. But of course, we're doing some of these solo Ragecat episodes right now, but not counting those. I do have a huge backlog of footage that's just not edited yet. And it's funny because I tell this guy, I'm like, yeah, I can understand how you might think that I do nothing but play this game all the time, but honestly, there was one time where I don't think I touched the game for like almost 2 months. And I just had that many episodes edited and ready to go that I wasn't playing, but I was still putting episodes up. Okay, so we need to get to Echo 5. Is the so it almost would have been faster for us to actually bookport to West Ronfor. You can see it on the top left of the map there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would have been faster for us to do that.
Were we the blinking red dot on the map?
Yes, we are. So that little dot with the arrow, it's a little like Google Maps, but not like Google Maps. You know, like how you get like the little blue dot and you've kind of got like the little cone of like light or area of effect that's pointing in the direction you're going. Yeah, it's basically similar idea. We're just not on a highway.
We're on a highway to hell.
We're on a highway to run for. All right, we're almost to the area.
The road just basically goes straight there, I see.
This had better not be a sad as shit quest, because I don't like it. I don't like stuff like that.
Well, theoretically, this is going to result in us having a baby chocobo, right?
You're saying you want to have a baby?
No.
Are we ready?
No! No!
I think I'm ready.
No, the only kid I'm interested in is the kind that has 4 legs and goes bah!
Fair enough. We're looking for Chocobo tracks.
Oh, they're actually gonna have us, like, have footprints show up in the dirt? Okay.
Probably not. It's just something that you're going to tab onto.
Oh.
And it'll just say Chocobo tracks. Oh, at the far northwest corner of Echo 5. I guess I should have.
And you were in the east corner, okay.
I guess I should have read the entire sentence. When will I learn?
Men.
This game gets me every frickin' time. I love it, though. Flee, Raptor! I shall call on you again.
Oh, jeez, he just literally ran into the wall and Bugs Bunnied the fuck out of there.
Raptor has a serious concussion. Alright. Chocobo tracks.
Eee.
Oh my gosh, you're alive.
Birdie!
There's another Chocobo.
Birdie!
My brother.
Is this gonna be a flight, fight, or fuck kind of
Quack.
thing? Flight it is.
Come on, let's go back home.
You just literally walk up beside it. Dude! Come back here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you got me. Okay, so we examined it. The Chocobo returns to Juno on its own. What a good boy. He is bestest boy. Well, hello, Brutus. Your Chocobo has been returned. I don't know what kind of irresponsible asshole let it out in the first place.
And then didn't do anything about it for several years.
Come on, it hasn't been that long. Thanks for bringing the Chocobo back. He's been acting a bit strange ever since returning, though. He used to be so responsive to commands, but lately he's become rather stubborn. It's not a good influence on the other Chocobos. We wouldn't want them getting uppity and thinking for themselves. I wonder what happened at Theine. So it is happening even here. Wow. Your clothes are very, very bright. You look very important.
You do not belong in a stable, good sir. Also, who the fuck just walks in like, it is as I had prophesied, just walking into the tavern like, sir, are you lost?
Your Chocobo is the next Dragonborn, but it's a bird. Dragonborn. You're from Sandoria, aren't you? So the Chocobos are acting strangely there too? That is correct, sir. Something appears to be stirring among the Chocobos. We must call the Vanadiel Chocobo Society into session immediately. I shall rally the members from the nations of Vanadiel myself. As soon as you have made your preparations, please make haste to the Chocobo Stables in Sandoria. What a mess. Sorry, but I think you should also attend the session. You're the one who last saw the Chocobo before the change. Cool. Well, I guess we are going to a meeting in Sandoria.
This whole reason for the meeting is kind of silly. Imagine somebody dressed like a medieval lord pops in, like, all the cats have been acting squirrely since last Tuesday. Yes, they're cats, good sir.
All the
Are
cats
you lost?
All the cats have started singing and dancing and wearing top hats. It's very alarming. A huge threat to national security.
I shall convene with all the members of the cat society, and you
Yeah.
just go to this society meeting, and it's a whole bunch of cat ladies in cardigans with tea. Yes, we're quite concerned about this behavior, and be like, have you nothing better to do than think, all the fucking cockatiels have been acting weird.
Okay. Moving on to Sandoria.
I bet you $5 it's mating season. They're all getting weird because it's mating season.
Okay, so we head to the stables and we have to speak with Hantillion, an elven name that I can actually pronounce. This meeting of the Chocobo Society of Chocobos will now come to order. All seem to be in attendance, so let us begin. You are gathered here today to discuss the reasons for the recent changes in Chocobo behavior. Speak for yourself. The Chocobos in Bastock seem to be doing just fine. No problems in Windurst either. This problem currently affects the nations of Sandoria and Juno. It is only a matter of time before it spreads to Windurst and Bastock as well. What's that? This might affect Windurst. Well, what are you waiting for? Out with it now. Recently, a Chocobo escaped from these stables, and totally wasn't let out by some asshole. I managed to find her and bring her back, but she has been acting strangely ever since. Oh, he's talking about one at their stable. Okay, gotcha. She often has her head in the clouds, has developed a temper, and always appears restless. Now, you might be onto something, babe, about the mating thing.
That is totally how you describe a broody hen. Just saying.
Why the same thing happened to a Chocobo at my stable? The two of you should keep a closer watch on your Chocobos. You have nobody to blame but yourselves. You're right, I never should have mentioned wild Chocobos in front of them. Wild Chocobos? Yes, the Chocobo escaped as soon as I finished talking to this adventurer here. And that's when he started behaving strangely. Could it be? It has to be. The call of the wild. Oh, give me a break. These Chocobos were raised in a stable for Altana's sake. No, we must not rule out the possibility. Like Brutus, I also discovered my Chocobo on the Theine Plateau. And to make matters worse, the problem is spreading to the other Chocobos. What are you saying? People and Chocobos have a special bond, not broken so easily. You have to remember that Chocobos are animals. They'll return to the wild if given the chance. This issue has the potential to cause great disorder among the Chocobos if left unchecked. We must formulate a solution without delay. I think the problem lies in the very way we raise and train our Chocobos. We've already debated this issue, right? We even just finished reforming the system. I still think it needs more work. We've been too slack on discipline. FF11's really slack on discipline these days. Raising Chocobos is not just about discipline. We've had this discussion before. Then how do you explain our current problem? It'll be our responsibility if one of the Chocobos harms someone. That would be a liability. Settle down, both of you. We have grown so used to these types of discussions that we have lost sight of the big picture. I think we should ask this adventurer here for her opinion. Oh yeah, because that would really happen in one of the... I've sat in enough of these meetings in my work experience. Nobody wants to hear your opinion.
Nobody wants the layman's opinion.
I have an idea. Shut up. Okay. You're right. That's why I invited her here after all. So what do you suggest? We return the Chocobos to the wild, give the Chocobos a rest, reform the Chocobo raising system. What do you think, babe?
Let them loose. Let's enjoy the weird ass carnage that this game will come up. I'm sure the game will railroad us to the right decision.
But I thought you wanted to. I actually did read ahead on this question. I think all of these are actually considered to be incorrect answers. But so you want to say return them to the wild?
Well, there was that other Chocobo out there. So unless that was the one from Sandoria, that's a wild one. So
embrace the chaos.
Embrace the chaos. Release the hounds. The birds. Release the birds.
But the Chocobo stables would have to close, and we'd be out of our jobs. We can make a much better decision without this adventurer. Sorry, I'm with them, babe. You may be right. Wait, let's give her another chance. Fine. Oh yeah, because this would totally happen. Let us hear what you have to say, Ragecat. Return the Chocobos to the wild again.
Release the birds!
Did I fucking stutter? Reform the Chocobo raising system.
Release the birds!
Reform the Chocobo raising system. Thanks for your
Release the
input.
birds!
See, even Ragecat agrees. You're just like, wait, no, I don't. Wait, let's give her another chance.
What?
You just don't know when to quit. What the hell? Do we just have to pick all 3 options?
I told you the game's gonna railroad you into the right decision. It's not advanced enough to kind of give you multiple options.
I feel like Rage would be flipping them the bird, pun intended.
Pretty much.
Give the Chocobos a rest. That would just give them lots of free time to think about returning to the wild, wouldn't it? We can make a much better decision without her. You may be right. Wait, let's give her another...
What?
Okay, now it's one option. Bring the Chocobos together. Big burbs assemble. That would just make them twice as bad, wouldn't it? We could make a much better decision without this adventurer. You may be right. Wait, we don't know until we try, right? Let's bring them both together. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? I think this adventure is onto something. Besides, we're not going to solve anything by talking. We should give it a try. We're not going to solve anything by literally going through the same dialogue option 4 times. Well, if you feel that strongly about it. I guess that's it then. I'll head for Juneau later. This is such a waste of time. You're all stupid. Do you really think this plan will work? Yes. Do you think this plan will work, Rita?
Bring the birds together and make them fuck.
Great, I'm behind you all the way.
This is Animal Husbandry 101, come on.
Okay, anyways. So, we met up, bring the Chocobos together. Now we have to go speak to Brutus for the final cutscene. So let's head back to Juneau. The Chocobos look like they're doing a little dance. What a travesty. Is this how Chocobos would behave without our intervention? I apologize for the delay. Quack. Quack. Quack? Quack, quack. Quack! Quack!
What riveting dialogue.
I thirst for blood tonight! Could these Chocobos already know each other? Ragecat, what is the meaning of this? I see. So the 2 met on the Theine Plateau, each believing they had... Each believing they had met a wild Chocobo. Because remember we saw a second Chocobo out there?
Yeah, and I was thinking that was a wild Chocobo, but then I was like, wait, they said that they lost one in Sandoria as well.
Yes, that makes sense. And it came from the direction of Sandoria too, so that also makes sense. Good attention to detail, Square Enix.
Okay.
They had us all worked up over nothing. Quack. 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 Looks like they're already doing better. Chocobos are really something, aren't they?
They're just running in circles.
They're excited. Just let them do their thing. They're much cuter like this. It's thanks to you that the Chocobo Stables are still thriving. I'm going to have another talk with the VCS about everything that has happened. Come back later and I'll tell you how it went. Okay, so once 0-100 rolls around, we'll come talk to Brutus, find out how that went, and we should be getting a nice little reward.
Okay.
Great timing, Ragecat. I have something good to tell you. The Vanadale Chocobo Society made a big decision. Thanks to Ragecat, the Chocobo's behavior has returned to normal. In all probability, we will require the aid of the adventurers and other matters from now on. And thus, I would like to propose we allow adventurers to participate in Chocobo raising. Adventurers? Raising Chocobos? Now there's an idea. I am confident that one such as Ragecat could raise a fine Chocobo. What say you? I still remember... Sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say if this feels like a people who like live and breathe raising like thoroughbred racehorses, and some Joe Schmo that just tripped out of the woods. Yeah, you can raise a thoroughbred horse, can't you? Yeah, great decision. And this poor schmuck is like, you're intending for me to raise a like several 100-pound animal that can kick my brains? Yeah, sure, reasonable decision. Let's go with it.
Yeah, and back in the day, I don't remember exactly what point in the game it was in its age, but back in the old days, I can remember when this dropped as a new thing, and it was like, holy shit, chocobo raising. I just never got into it. Well then, by unanimous consent, I now approve adventurers take part in chocobo raising. Session adjourned.
I have a nagging suspicion this is not how politics work in real life.
Nope. And that's how it went. Letting adventurers participate should really liven things up around the stables. I'll let this be your first one. Bring it to a stable, and I'm sure you can raise her to be a fine chocobo. Be sure to give your chocobo lots of loving care. When it comes down to it, that's what's most important. There we go. You're the proud owner of a chocobo egg.
All hail egg!
Yes.
So, now what? We just carry it around our back pocket like Pokemon and run over the bridge a couple
I was about to
times
say this. I was about to say this is not Pokemon, and I don't think that's how it works, but...
Well, crossing the bridge is just double back and keep going back and forth.
Just get on Thief and use Flee repeatedly. No, we're going to head to Windurst Woods, to the Chocobo Stable, and we trade the egg to one of the Venadiel Chocobo Society or VCS NPCs. Oh, no, it's still an egg.
Okay.
Okay, so we can ask about the Chocobo's condition, care for your Chocobo, set up a care schedule, give up Chocobo raising.
Or nothing. Well, I guess we can go over these things. I did briefly read on a care schedule. It's basically putting it through like a training program to go for walks and shit, but that's about as far as I got.
Okay. Do you want to ask about Chocobo's condition?
Yeah, let's go through all these options in order to see where we go.
Your Chocobo has not been born yet. No shit. Let's see how your egg is doing today.
Okay.
I can't tell yet whether your Chocobo will be a male or a female. Chocobos are delicate creatures, and their condition easily changes. The secret to raising a good Chocobo is giving it plenty of care.
Okay, so I guess we care for it. I guess we're
I
gonna
don't
be a broody hen. We're gonna be a broody hen ourselves.
Watch over the Chocobo.
Yep.
If you watch over Chocobo, it will gradually return your affection.
Okay.
Yes. This is cute music. I've never heard this music before. Your egg feels the tender warmth of your gaze.
Just gonna stare at this egg and try not to think about ketchup.
Can we just watch it over and over again?
I did a smidge of reading. I think this is where they were saying, like, if you just pop in every day and watch over it, and you do this the same when it's a chick, it's basically about getting its affection up, and then that way you get, like, a Chocobo that is basically regards you as a parent, and then that is, like, an A+ Chocobo.
Basic care, 7 days. Basic care, also 7 days. Plan 1?
Didn't it say... Well, it said page 2. What was that about?
There's a next page. They all just look like the same thing.
Oh, okay.
You want to see what plan 1 is?
Sure.
Take my egg out for an egg roll, because it can't walk yet. Basic care. This is the basic care plan for your Chocobo. Under this plan, we will provide for your Chocobo's most fundamental needs. Is this okay? For how many days? 7?
Yeah.
Plan 1 will be registered as follows. Basic care, number of days 7. Plan 1 has been successfully registered on your Chocobo's care schedule.
So, like, every week you need to pop in and redo the care plan, see if they have something better than basic, I guess?
I don't know. Like, I never did. Like I said, this is brand new for me, too. So I really, really don't know. We'll have to... Oh, we'll have to do some more reading on it. But in any case, you have a Chocobo egg in the stable, and we'll just have to make sure to come back and check on the little bird. Little bird brain.
The little bird in potential.
Yes.